All right, we are going first, which is very good because we get to evolve first. Usually I'm not a fan of going first, but I like this. Especially against, I guess, oh no, not against type null, because now they're able to actually second energy attack and then attack again with their, whatchamacallit, right? I got Mars in the deck. I could Mars next turn. Assuming that they don't go down to less than 3 cards. Let's see if they stay at 5. This is a good Mars next turn. Ooh, nice. Mars can definitely get Rampardos out of their hand with that rare candy. Make it be drastically lower chance. Speaking of rare candy, we got our own rare candy. Rare candy Solgaleo. Don't even need Shiinotic energy. I will still evolve into the Shiinotic, of course. Could keep us alive if he doesn't find Solgaleo. Illuminate, another Morelull. We will put it down because again it'll protect us from a Sabrina. And then we are gonna Mars this up. Mars is usually good for stopping rare candy finds, because then they only go down to 3 cards and they need those 3 cards to be the rare candy and their stage 2, and the chances become drastically lower, you know. It can also be good used late game. Yeah, so they couldn't find their card. We kind of screwed them up here, thankfully. They found a Cranidos instead, so I guess they got a slow build, which means no rare candy in hand, I'm assuming. Or maybe they had rare candy Cranidos. But the key is, we're happy that they don't actually have the Solgaleo. Meanwhile, we have another Cosmog down, and we are illuminating to thin our deck even more to get even more cards we need for our win condition. Shiinotic illuminate, another illuminate, and then illuminate again to thin our deck. That could have been a oh wait, it doesn't matter if we get Cosmoem. All right, so now we Rising Roads here. And we start swinging in until the Solgaleo in the front dies. And once the front Solgaleo dies, we should have another Solgaleo being built. Because I can illuminate, and it's going to be a guaranteed stage 1, which is why we run at least one stage 1. We don't even need to find the other rare candy at this point. They have 13 cards. I have 7. And I've not even used a Professor's Research yet. They've used 1, and they've used double, and I still have less cards than them. That is just the power of, Shiinotic, I think. So Illuminate gives us the Cosmoem, and we're able to level up here and evolve. Put energy on it. Illuminate can't do it because we don't have any more. Red doesn't do anything against their deck. Lillie, I could technically Lillie, but I don't think Lillie's gonna do us a whole lot of good. I'll just do it for whatever reason. We don't really need it late game. I attack him, he'll attack me back. Rampardos dies, and then whoever they put in will guarantee die to a Cosmoem. The only thing that they can do with those 2 cards is have a rare candy Rampardos, and then they can win. But it doesn't matter. Once their Rampardos attacks and he knocks himself out, my other Solgaleo can clean up. And if they try to like red card or something, I can just illuminate my Solgaleo back in my hand. This is a terrifying deck when things go your way, right? All right, we're going second. We got Morelull in the back. I think this is going to be a mirror matchup. Yeah, it might be a mirror matchup. So good news is they're going first and they don't have energy advantage. And as long as they don't put a Morelull down, they're not able to evolve first and start ramping up their finding for Pokemon. Yeah, they didn't find it. So their first turn was basically wasted and they couldn't actually utilize and capitalize on it. Now ours will be wasted too if we don't find a Cosmog, but we did. So now we can put second energy on it, and all we're missing is a rare candy. And there it is. There goes the rare candy. So we're off to a good start. They are not off to a good start. Like if you're going turn 1 with the Solgaleo deck, you want to make sure you have at least Morelull on the field so you can evolve it in Shiinotic. That's how you benefit from your turn 1. But if you're not going first and you're going second, you got to make sure you have a Cosmog to put energy on it. Speaking of energy, they're going Solgaleo in the back. Do we still swing? Oh, I was going to say, do we still swing in or do we wait? Top decking a Sabrina is absolutely vile, I'm not going to lie. Like, that's the most BM thing we could have done right here. Heart of the Cards definitely going my way. Rising Road. Now we get to first swing in on them. And then after the fact, we should be able to Lillie and heal. I think we've won since we got a chance to attack first. I don't think if I didn't top deck Sabrina, I don't know if I should have still put in the Solgaleo and attacked the Cosmog and then let him attack me back. He'd go from 180 to 170, and then I would do 140 with red. Maybe I still attack. It was going to be a questionable play at best. I don't know why we're even thinking right now. We've won the game. Let's just go ahead and put energy. I'm putting extra energy on Solgaleo just in case they're running something funky like a Team Rocket Grunt, or if I need to retreat off the active spot and lose my 2 energy. Overall, I think we've won. Most they can do is find a rare candy with Solgaleo and then Rising Road to the front. All right, dang, pretty quick. Okay, we're going first, and I think it's a mirror matchup. It is a mirror matchup. So we went against the mirror matchup going second and won. Now let's see how we do going first. I think we do have the advantage because we have Shiinotic and we have Morelull. So we're able to start building. Oh, wow. We can get both of our... We can get everything on the field. Double Cosmog, double Morelull. We can thin our deck extremely quick here. And we already used Professors. Yeah, this is going to be a very strong start for our first. So let's double Cosmog it up. And then we're going to be Morelulling. And then we will be ending turn here. I'll probably evolve the front Shiinotic. Or the... No. I can just evolve the back, right? It doesn't really change anything. Just evolve the back in case our front dies, because then we're still able to use Shiinotic. So we'll evolve the back, Shiinotic, Illuminate. Hopefully find either an A, Cosmoem, or B, another Shiinotic. Because then if we find another Shiinotic... No, not the red card. I already had 3 energy. I had 3 Pokemon. It's crazy that they still like to red card even with 3 cards in hand. But, I mean, what are you going to do, right? So one of them is going to get evolved into a Cosmoem. The other one is getting the rare candy treatment. Just so they know, hey, look, I got my Solgaleo. What about you? Thanks for the red card. Thanks for helping me. And then we end turn. Now this rare candy in hand is technically dead. But I don't want them to try and, like, red card Mars again. Alright, so we got the most optimal start. If they Rising Road and swing in, we have an advantage. Because we're attacking first. Alright, they just want to attack. They don't want to think, they just want to go. Let's see. And there goes the Shiinotic, which we still will use to try and find a Solgaleo 50-50. Okay. Still not bad. We're going to Rising Road Solgaleo. The next time we illuminate, it will be a Solgaleo. As long as they don't find their second rare candy, then I think we're good. We're in the clear. Red. Doesn't really matter. He's doing 140. We're going to go down to 20 HP. Morelull only does 10 damage, I think. Illuminate. The second Solgaleo is active. They have 3 cards in hand. They need a rare candy and a Solgaleo to win. Mars cuts down their 3 to 2, which means that the 2 cards they got just now needs to be the exact 2 cards that they need, which is a very slim chance. So Mars is strong there, especially because they have 10 cards left in the deck. If I somehow Marsed them and they got lucky and got a red or a rare candy and Solgaleo, not much we can do, right? Nice. So we won a game where we went second against a mirror matchup, and we also won a game where we went first against a mirror matchup. Both showing you the optimal starts on whether you're going first or whether you're going second and how you should play it out, I think. Tina. I don't run into Charizard too often. So we're going second against another... Dude, we're just playing nothing but mirror matchups. This is crazy. This is like our 3rd mirror matchup, right? It's wild, man. We're seeing a lot of the same deck. So let's Professor's Research here. Finding another basic like a Morelull would be nice, because we could have teleported out and we didn't teleport out, so we're just gonna have to... We're gonna teleport. It might make the opponent think that we're just hard blundering, right? And maybe, just maybe, he won't Mars me or red card me. He'll have pity. Maybe he'll pretend that this Cosmog is like a Magikarp, flopping around, worthless, not able to do anything, and then we hit him with the big surprise, rare candy, Solgaleo, hopefully top deck Sabrina so we can hit that up, hit the Cosmoem in the back. If we top deck Sabrina, please. Please, please, please. Whew. Coulda happened. All right, let's Professors before we hit him with the big surprise. Morelull is going down. Cosmog is going down. And you already know we are dropping that rare candy evolution popping off right now. I think I should have used Mars. To be fair with you. Just to thin their hand. But I think having this field down right now is good for us. Even if he does find a Solgaleo and swing in first, I get to swing back, and then we have second energy on Cosmog that transforms into a Cosmoem, and then we get a guaranteed second Solgaleo. So I think this is the correct play versus using Mars. Building up a double Solgaleo is kind of like top priority. Ooh, and they didn't find it, and with no Shiinotic to help find another Pokemon, I think that's GG. So now Shiinotic, this is going to be another Morelull, which we'll put down. And then I'm going to Shiinotic because I think this will probably be... It's a 50-50 second Solgaleo. Yeah, second Solgaleo. Alright, so now they have 5 cards in hand. They're bricking. This is going to sound stupid, but I'm going to Mars them. I'm gonna Mars. They have 5 cards. Take them down to 3, and I'm gonna Soul Breaker. Now, they are bricking. They didn't find any of their Professors. They couldn't find their Solgaleo. I think we shouldn't have used Mars because of that logic. Because now they could finally get their Solgaleo and finally get a Professor's Research and help them out. But I think we've already won, so it doesn't really matter if I get risky and Mars anyways. But ideally, we probably don't Mars, right? We probably don't. We'll still take it. Okay, we're going first, and we have not only the worst start, but also the worst matchup. We need a Morelull this turn, and we did not find it, so we actually have the worst start you could possibly ask for Solgaleo Shiinotic. So we don't even get to evolve to Shiinotic to search for Pokemon, but we also don't get energy advantage, and they get energy advantage, and we are weak to fire anyways. Kind of a punishing turn 1. They got Charmander. Let's go ahead and Professors first before we try to evolve. Got the rare candy. This might sound crazy, what I'm about to say. But I think I'm going to Cosmoem. And then end turn. Because they can't kill me for one. And for two, if they rare candy and evolve into Incineroar, they're going to be applying burn on us. I can cleanse that burn by evolving into Solgaleo. And then I can save my rare candy Solgaleo for a different Cosmog. Because we already have it in hand. Versus trying to slow build my second. I can fast build a second one if I need to. And there goes the second one. So this might turn out to be working in our favor ever so slightly. We'll find out in a moment. Morelull goes down. Cosmog goes down. Solgaleo goes down, and we can build a second Solgaleo. Quick too with rare candy. Alright, we gotta hope they don't have Stoke Charizard. And even if they do have Stoke Charizard, I think we're still good. They got no Pokeballs. They're trying to thin that out. They did not pull any Professors yet. Doesn't matter if they attack here. No, it doesn't matter. They're doing what? 60 damage? Oh, it does matter. We need a top deck of Lillie. Sabrina works too. Let's illuminate. It's gonna be the other Morelull. Put Morelull down. Let's rare candy evolve energy on the back. Now, believe it or not, I think I Sabrina because they only have one card, and to evolve this, to evolve the Charmander in the front, they need to have two cards in hand. It's a rare candy and a Charizard. So the odds of them having two cards when they only have one card is impossible. So we'll see. They're gonna draw a card. If it's a rare candy Charizard, it's still fine. I get a chance to attack for 120, and then we have another 120 attack coming in after the fact. They Ionode, which means they can't possibly have a rare candy Charizard. They're just doing this for BM, and then they're gonna concede right now, and we win the game. Oh, never mind. I forgot. They have to attack, get their +2, and then concede. We'll still take the win against our worst matchup. They had, I guess, bad luck. So we had a very bad start on this Solgaleo match, but I guess they had a bad everything else after the fact, right? We'll take it. We'll take it. Solgaleo Shiinotic is unstoppable. All right. We're going first. And we have Shiinotic. And if this is a Cosmoem or another Morelull, it doesn't matter. We're still off to a very good start. All right, Cosmog, end turn. We got Cosmoem in hand, which means we could theoretically just Cosmoem and Shiinotic, and we don't need rare candy, because then we'll be protected if they red or Mars us. They got Kartana, so Kartana's coming in. At least it's going to be Morelull taking the damage and not us, unless they have a Sabrina. Ah, there goes the red card. Dang. Everyone's running red card nowadays. We still found our Shiinotic, which is nice, because it keeps us alive from another attack from this Kartana. Go ahead, illuminate. Cosmoem would be good here. Nice. All right, Cosmoem. Energy. Let's go ahead and Cosmog. And then we end turn. Sabrina does us nothing against this deck because their Celesteela can just Ultra Thrusters out. I could technically save it If I find Solgaleo next turn, I could Sabrina kill the Celesteela so they can't keep getting free swaps. That would be ideal. Oh, never mind. They got another Kartana. Morelull. Let's go ahead and illuminate. It's a Shiinotic. I can't retreat off of Shiinotic, unfortunately, so I will go... Energy on Cosmog in the middle. And then I'm going to end turn. So I do think next turn we get a guaranteed Solgaleo. There's no other Pokemon we can pull in the deck besides double Solgaleo. So all we have to do is Shiinotic, illuminate, find Solgaleo, and then we can swing in. And I think I'll just attack the front, and then we'll Sabrina into the Celesteela if he doesn't want a Celesteela. Mars again? Dang, double trouble right now. Red card and Mars. Not gonna lie, this is some wild matchups we're seeing right now. Now this is absolutely wild what's going on. This is not cool. This is not fun. I'm just gonna Stampede and attack. Because the fact of the matter is, we don't need any other extra energy on our Cosmoem or Cosmog. We need to find Solgaleo. We had it guaranteed, but now Mars takes it away. They're still bricking, which is why I don't really want to try and Mars them, because I could unbrick them. Finally, Solgaleo. Finally, Solgaleo is here. Rising Road. Soulbreaker. There we go. Now, even if they don't put Celesteela in here, I can still Sabrina into the Celesteela. And if they somehow manage to land heads on this to hit us for 100, you still one-shot it. And if they did bring in Buzz, then we still have another Solgaleo with a red that we can hopefully find with 6 cards remaining. So we have some options here. And unless they have to Elusamine this turn, or else I can Mars them and prevent Elusamine, hopefully. Yeah, we have a win condition here. Yeah, Celesteela still dies. Alright, so I don't think I actually use Mars. They have 2 cards in hand. I'd be giving them 2 cards again. I don't know why they wanted to Ultra Thrusters out to Ultra Thrusters back in. Questionable play. Maybe it's some kind of like special way they can roll heads. Alright, we rare candy. Solgaleo on the back. Since we're not going to be using Mars because they already have 2 cards, I will Guzma. And then I'm going to swing in for 120. Because now we can either win against Buzz if they try to Mars or red card me again after they've already done it twice this game. We can win with the Sabrina and we can win with the red. So now we have 2 ways to win against Buzz. There goes the Elusamine. If they put another Buzz down, we're kind of in a pickle. But realistically, I think we're fine. I can just attack the Buzz, then we have another Solgaleo in the back anyways, and they can't one-shot this Solgaleo in the front. Yeah, that's GG. Sabrina for the win. Alright. That's all she wrote. Sorry, Chief. Buzz is such a strong deck. I love playing it. Very consistent, very fun. But Solgaleo shining through. Alright, so this is the Solgaleo Shiinotic deck. Another Solgaleo deck is making the moves through ranked mode here. This time with Shiinotic, so we're running double Shiinotic, double Morelull. The same 2-1-2 Solgaleo setup with the rare candy and a stage 1. Pokeball Research, Sabrina, Mars, Red in case you're going up against Buzz, which is also a very strong Pokemon. You can one-shot that with Red Guzma to remove the Leaf Cape so it can put it back into the one-shot range. And Lillie for the stage 2 Solgaleo for a little bit more survivability. So the beautiful thing about Shiinotic, this is going to be a little different than like Skarmory, Escavalier, and all the other metal-type Pokemon that you're going to be using for the active spot to attack. We opted to take out a Cyrus because we're not going to be doing any damage on the front line like Skarmory and Escavalier would be doing, and instead go with Mars to hopefully make the opponent brick on their rare candy plays, or maybe a Silvally, etc. And the beautiful thing about this new Shiinotic is it has an ability called Illuminate. Once during your turn, you may put a random Pokemon from your deck into your hand. Even if Shiinotic's in the front, Shiinotic's in the back, it's a turn ability. It's better than Chatot, where you have to attack in order to draw cards. You can literally draw cards on your same turn. So you're able to technically Shiinotic into another Shiinotic and then evolve your other Morelull into that Shiinotic and then Illuminate again and basically thin your deck drastically. I had a game where I was able to thin my deck. The opponent used double Professor's Research. I didn't use any Professor's Research, but I only had like 6 cards left in my deck while they had 10 still, because Shiinotic kept thinning the deck so quick. You're able to build up double Solgaleo as quick as possible, and they only need 2 energy to attack. It's a very dominating way to play, which is why we also opted to not have an Iono in the deck. When I was first crafting this deck, I wanted to put Iono in the deck, but my YouTube chat recommended and said, hey, you don't really need Iono because of Shiinotic. You're going to be able to find your Pokemon that you need without really worrying too much about bricking, which is also why we don't have a Pokemon Comm in the deck either. If you do want a flex card on what you can take out and switch around, I'd say the 2 options for flex is either going to be Mars, or 3, I guess. Mars, Red, or Lillie. You can decide between those 3 cards what you want to take out and what you want to swap out for maybe something else if you do think you want Iono, Pokemon Comm, a Cyrus to bring back in the deck in case your Solgaleo can't hurt or kill one of their EX Pokemon. You want to bring it back for a guaranteed win. Whatever you want, you name it. Mars, Red, and Lillie could be the flexible ones. I just keep Red for like a Buzz, but if it's only one Pokemon, then you could obviously kick out Red. Some people could put in a Giant Cape so you can survive against a Charizard deck, but again, that's also one single deck, kind of like how we're running Red for Buzz. Giant Cape would be used just solely for Charizard mainly. So there's options what you could do on what you can swap out to make this deck better and suit your needs.